very different from other wrestlers at the time. How did you develop that quiet, intense style in your promos back then?
Actually, it was just thinking about it. If I try to yell, nothing comes out. I got my voice box crushed. Guy dropped a knee in my throat and it crushed my voice box. So if I try to yell, nothing comes out. So I had to learn how to do something different. Because I couldn't yell like the rest of the guys. And I also knew that if somebody yelled at me, I'm not listening. Somebody screams at me, I'm not listening. But I did know that if somebody whispered around me, I wanted to hear what the hell they had to say. I wanted in on that secret. And I think we're all like that. If we know something's going on over there, we want to know what the hell's going on over there. So that makes you sit up in your chair a little bit. So I learned that. And I started using it on my promos. And had a lot of success with it. A lot of success. You know, I had a great time doing it too. Because I learned things like, if you would say something that people have heard before, their brain agrees with you without them even knowing it. Like if you say 3 or 4 words that are part of a song, you know, whether it be from the Rolling Stones or Pink Floyd or Ozzy Osbourne or whoever, you've heard that song before, therefore you agree with what I'm saying. Once you agree with what I'm saying, I've got the hook set in you. You're going to listen to me. Once you listen to me, I can go anywhere I want, and you're going to follow. That's the secret. That's what happened with us. What song was it? I don't know. Born to Ride. I don't know.
Thank you, Jake. Jake, why do you think the DDT became such an iconic finishing move?
Because it's devastating. It works. I did it like nobody else can. For whatever reason, I can do it in a way that nobody else can. I've tried to teach guys how to do it, and they just don't get it. You know, a lot of us being 6'5". But it's the action of that left leg. When you swing that left leg through and you snap it, you're going down in a hurry. Ask Steamboat.
Yes, sir.
There's some things that you can get away with doing, but there's some shit you gotta leave alone. And doing the DDT is one of those things, man, that if you do it to somebody, chances are you're gonna mess them up. I know whenever they came to me and wanted me to do Steamboat on the floor, I told them, no way in hell, I'm not doing it. Why not? Because I'll kill him. And they're like, oh, you can do something. No, I can't. If I do it to him on that concrete floor, chances are I'm going to mess him up bad. And they argued with me, and they argued with me. Vince McMahon argued with me. Dick Ebersol, the head of NBC, wanted me to do it. I said, it can't be done. And I stood by that. Steamboat came to me and begged me, please, you gotta do it, man. He said, I owe George Scott, who happened to be Vince's #1 guy at the time. He was their booker. He wants it done. And I owe him a favor. So do it for me. I'm like, Steamboat, you can't stop it. I'll get my hands down, I'll block it. You can't. We did it, and he couldn't. And I remember when his head hit that concrete, it was a horrible sound. It sounded like you dropped a watermelon. Because it popped. And when I rolled in the ring, well, when I got up, and I tried to pick him up, he was dead weight. He was out. I knew he was hurt. I didn't know how bad he was hurt. They wanted me to put him in the ring. I had to use every ounce of strength that I had. My nuts fell out of my socks, trying to pick that son of a bitch up. Because he weighed 225 pounds. And that's dead weight, man. Like a limp noodle. But I finally got him into the ring. That's when they sent all the agents down because they realized he was hurt. And George Scott ran down too. And if you watch that old film, you'll see me pointing at George and then pointing at him, say that's your fault. Because I knew Steamboat would hurt bad, but I didn't know how bad. It took 2 weeks for his eyes to turn black.
Wow.
That's how much swelling there was. His head swelled out 4 inches.
Wow.
He looked like the Elephant Man. Couldn't even recognize the guy. I thought I'd mess him up for the long term, but he recovered, and we had a lot of great matches after that. And I love the guy to death, man. But I still won't DDT anybody on concrete. Too damn old now.
Awesome, Jake. Thank you so much. Jake, how important is storytelling in wrestling compared to athletic ability?
There is a shit ton of great athletes out there that are wrestlers. So-called wrestlers. Not even close. Storytelling is the whole thing, man. That's what makes you fans want to watch. That's what makes you fans hunger to see what's going to happen next. If there's no mystery to it, there's nothing to it. I mean, the guys today are in such tremendous shape. They can do all this stuff, but they're not doing any of it the right time, in the right way, with the right intensity. That's what it's all about, is telling the story. That's what makes you want to buy tickets. Hell, anybody can see a damn street fight. Go out here on the corner, you'll see one before midnight. Nobody wants to watch that shit. You want something with some drama in it. Something that makes your heart jump a beat every now and then. Something that makes you feel. If I can make you feel, I can make you do anything I want. Good or bad. It's just the way it is.
Jake, I'm curious, and maybe the crowd here is curious tonight too. Did Damien scare anyone backstage?
Other than me? Let me tell you something. I came up with that idea when I was driving down the road one night, drinking beer and smoking pot. Folks, that's the reason they call it dope. Because you'll do some dumb shit when you're high. And that was me saying, I'm not afraid of snakes. I'm terrified of damn snakes. I hate them son of bitches. But yet I come up with that damn idea because I knew that everybody else was afraid of snakes. You have the biggest, baddest son of a bitch on the planet. You put a 15-foot python near them. See which way they go. Put a 12-foot cobra at their feet. See which way they go. Truth comes out. Most of us are afraid of snakes because we've had that drilled into our psyche. Ever since we were children, we were told about snakes. Evil. No good. Bad. You don't know what you eat, man. You hear that shit long enough, you believe it. I couldn't stand those damn things, man. Kamala was probably the worst.
Kamala?
Yeah, I thought I thought Kamala, being from deepest, darkest Africa, would be used to the damn snakes. That's Africa, Mississippi. He was terrified of that damn snake. There was a bunch of guys afraid of it. A bunch. Especially whenever I threw it in the shower. I'd wait till 4 or 5 guys got in the shower and I'd throw that damn snake in the shower with them. It's funny watching them arms and legs and dicks go running with your It's something to watch.
So Kamala was the.
He was the absolute worst, man. He could. That guy could jump. That fool could jump. 400 pounds, man. He'd jump up the goddamn there, man, touch his toes on the way down. He cursed me like a madman.
Question for Cheryl. Cheryl, what were your initial thoughts of the whole Rick Root angle?
I didn't want to do it. I was forced. Yeah. Jay came to me and said, "You're going to do this." And I said, "What? No, I'm not." He said, "Yes, you are." I said, "No, I'm not." So we played that back and forth for a while and he won. So that's how I got into it. Yeah, it was, I did not want to do it, but once we did, it took off. So.
Such an iconic moment in wrestling history as well. Thank you,
You
Cheryl.
know what Rick Root told me? Since she slapped harder than I did. That sucked, man. She lit him up.